YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Lyrae, and I'm here again with another video of self-therapy. Guys, listen up. If you haven't seen my last video, make sure that you go ahead and watch it. Show your support by subscribing to my channel. Turn on your post notification bell so whenever I post new content, you guys are notified first. Also, if you like my videos, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment below. Let me hear what your thoughts are on the topics that I am bringing to you guys. All right, because again, it's a two-way street. We're learning together. All right, show me from a different perspective. All right, guys, so with that being said, you guys see the title of this video. If this is your first time, welcome aboard. All right, thank you so much for joining, and for those who have been with me, welcome back. All right, so guys, like I was saying, as you see the title of this video, if you are interested to hear what we're going to talk about today, please stay tuned as we get right into the video. So tonight I wanted to talk about understanding your position in people's life. I think oftentimes we make excuses for others. They'll show us who they are, and because we want to believe something completely different from what reality is, we oftentimes make excuses for them, try to fit in, try to, whether that's on account of trying to keep the peace or not hurting somebody's feelings. So you step over your own boundaries a lot of the times, or you'll accept something that you don't necessarily want to accept, or you have certain expectations of a person because you know what you put out and you don't get that back. So I wanted to talk about understanding, one, who and your place in those people. Where do you fall in those people's lives? They'll oftentimes show you. That's the first thing. But I realize that we don't want to accept what that is. That could be a relationship, a romantic relationship, which, listen, we've all been there. Whether it's years ago or somebody's going through it right now, we've all been in a position where we ignore the red flags, right? We ignore the red flags because we want our reality. We want to build something completely different, or we want the outcome to be something totally different from what reality is. So we ignore all the red flags. Maya Angelou had a thing that says that when people show you who they are, believe them. That's facts. Okay? Everything doesn't always have to turn out into an argument or, but what you can do is, you know me, I talk about boundaries all the time. I'm very big on boundaries, and I wasn't always like this, but now it's like one of the things that you can actually do is you start taking those access away from people. If you give them an opportunity and you give them your energy and your efforts, and you realize that they're abusing it, or they don't use it the way that you expect it should be used, or it's not reciprocated, you take that away, right? You understand where you stand. Stop making yourself more than you are. If somebody cares about you, that will show. They will tell you, but most importantly, their actions will show that. When a person doesn't really care that much about you, even when they say it, see the difference. The actions and the words don't ever match. And you have to understand that, know your place in that person's life. Take yourself out of situations like that. If somebody is not treating you like you're supposed to, you expect to be treated, take yourself away out of that. Okay? Whether that's a friend, a family member, a romantic relationship, whatever that is. And I know that some relationships are a little bit different. A marriage or your family members, it's a little bit more difficult than just an acquaintance, or sometimes just a romantic relationship, somebody that you're dating, trying to see where things are going. But people oftentimes, they tell you who they are. They show you who they are. And you just have to listen. If you're not a priority in somebody's life, why are you making them a priority? Right? And I'm not talking about kids. It's totally different. I'm talking about grown people who understand and should have you have a mutual respect, mutual relationship with. Why are you making those people a priority? I just don't understand it. Right? It's like, if you're gonna put me last, second, third, fourth, fifth, all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And there are categories to these things. Don't get me wrong. I don't expect you come before my mom. No, we know that you're supposed to take a wife, and we know how it says in the Bible. But if we're being realistic and just being honest with each other, we know that how the mindset that we have, especially in our culture, is how it falls in line. How we love and how we prioritize our love. And we know that even if you meet somebody and you love somebody so much, it's like some people are just not going to come before your parents. Some people are just not going to come before your children. So there's certain relationships that you safeguard, and certain relationships that you even know it's a no-brainer that anybody that comes in your life at this point, it's just not going to go before that person, right? They just have to understand it. It's a thing. Is that the way it should go? I don't know, but that's just how it is, right? So I get that. But why should I get up every day, I treat you as my husband, and you're not my husband? Every single day, making myself so tired, doing all these things and feeding into you. What are you doing? What are you doing? So I say all of this to say, please look at the relationships in your life accordingly, because a lot of the times you will pour into a situation, a friendship, a relationship, or whatever kind of shit. You pour into that, and that person or that thing is not pouring back into you. So who is pouring into you? Then you run dry and then fat like mudfish. Then fat. If you get what I'm saying, from the islands. Listen to me. We make these excuses for these people all the time, and stop making excuses. When people show you who they are, believe them. Stop making excuses when you see the actions. Stop making excuses. Stop expecting something from somebody that just does not have the capability or is not capable of giving you that thing, right? Accept reality. Accept what reality is and make your movements accordingly, right? Stop being a wife or a husband to people that is not your wife or your husband. Learn how to that type of relationship, right? Because when you give all, there's no work to be done. What's the point if I'm getting everything that I need at this point? I don't need to marry you. I don't need to even commit to you. I don't need to do any of those things. Why? I'm getting everything. What's so special about committing? Nothing. So do all those things, guys. Think about your relationships and learn how to prioritize accordingly. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them and act accordingly. Stop being wives and husbands to people that are not your wife or your husband, or not even committed to you. Stop making excuses for people. Stop expecting things from people that are not capable of giving you, of meeting that expectation, and stop ignoring the red flags. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this video pretty simple, pretty short. That's the message that I have for you guys today. Know your place in somebody's life. Know your place. Stop assuming this is what you are. Stop expecting, and stop pretending that it's okay. It is not. Know your place. Make sure that it's clear where you are, and prioritize accordingly. Okay, so with that said, guys, I am going to love you guys and leave you on that note. I hope that I helped somebody today. I hope that people start looking at themselves and just realizing that, you need to start pouring in accordingly, right? Choose people that choose you. You can serve people that don't serve you, but when you make your choices, choose people that choose you, and understand that sometimes you're just there as a filler, bro. You're not there for, you're not going to be there in the long run. And you just have to understand and know your place. Learn that, all right? Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all next time. See you on the next episode of Selfish Therapy. Bye for now.